Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Thursday, October 24th, 2024. 2024, 2024. Oh, wow. What is that up to? It adds up to crap, because that's the way the world is going, to crap. I mean, I can't believe what the people look like anymore. It's just so sad, the lack of dignity and respect that people have for themselves. And it's illustrated in so many different ways as we watch civilization rot in front of our eyes, being poisoned to death with all the fucking crap, the microplastics, all the shit they put in the foods. And what they got, the coli in McDonald's now or something. Anyway, the world's going to shit. As I said, if the politicians, these little scumbags, these arrogant pieces of shit. If the politicians, we'll just take America, were all Italian, hey, they call it the mafia. Yeah. Oh, no, you can't call them. They're your leaders. You have to bow down and suck up to them. They're a bunch of fucking scumbags that have destroyed this country in front of our eyes. And it breaks my heart. But, hey, the S&P was up today. Oh, and the NASDAQ was up, but the Dow was down. And how about that gold, huh? What was one of your top trends this year? Totally blacklisted from the mainstream media. The only magazine in the world, the only media, printed media in the world that call this a golden year for gold. And as we go on the air, gold is $2,735 an ounce, up nearly $700 an ounce when we made that forecast. And the reason being it's going up are the geopolitical and socioeconomic dangers ahead. Again, this is one of my books, Trend Tracking, far better than Megatrends, Time Magazine. Tell how I began my career when the Iranian conflict broke out. And they taught us to hate Iran, you know. Well, I'm not going into that. But anyway, I said, I bet gold and oil prices will go up. And I started playing the futures markets. I turned $10,000 bet into almost $750,000. I lost a lot of it, but I was enough to quit my job and start the Trends Research Institute in 1980, almost 45 years ago. I'm mentioning this because I've been buying gold a long time. And I've seen it go up and I've seen it go down. This is the longest upswing that I've seen for a long time. There's going to be a correction. I mean, if gold drops $200, you know, it's still, what are you, 2,500, and began the year at $2,041. So anyway, subscribe to the Trends Journal because we're giving you what nobody else is. And journalism is dead. We write about it each week in the Trends Journal. How about that firing everybody? You only could say what they want you to say, on and on. Bitcoin's back up into the 68,000 a coin range. We're still bullish on Bitcoin. Again, a different trip. Gold is the number one safe haven asset in the world. And the world's going to shit with the wars that we'll get to later. And silver's 33.64, still solid, and a good bet as well. And Brent crude, it's only $74.50 an ounce, a barrel. Brent crude, $74. It's telling you how bad things are. Because here you have this explosive situation in the Middle East where Israel says they're going to attack Iran and has bombs away over Beirut. And oil prices are still low because the global economy is soft. Again, all your details are in the Trends Journal. So yesterday, the Bank of Canada, they cut their key rate. Yep. The cuts totaling 1.25 percentage points so far, and the most to date by a large developed world central bank, are a response to weakness among Canadian households and businesses. Canadian households carry some of the heaviest debt burdens in the developed world and therefore been more sensitive to rate increases relative to their U.S. counterparts. Not a word about how this crisis began and why it's terrible and it's only going to get worse. A bunch of little scumbags launched the COVID war. Oh, and all you Trump lovers, and save your fucking crap that you're writing me when you don't like what I have to say, when I only put the facts up. Yeah, he's the guy that gave us the state of emergency and locked down America on March 13th, Black Friday, 2020. Yep. He's the guy that pushed the COVID jab. Only the facts, folks. The two other scumbags, the guy playing president and the one we still believe will win, Harris, read your Trends Journal. They made fun of Trump pushing through the Operation Warp Speed gene therapy inoculation, first ever injected into the human body, saying he was doing this to increase his votes. That's right. The COVID war, Trump's language, brought to you by him in America. And again, one country after another lockdown and one state after another lockdown. So I'm not blaming him. I'm telling you, going back to the trends that they're all ignoring. When they launched the COVID war, they destroyed the global economy. The thing, again, you look at your Trends Journal going back to 2019, as we're going into the new year, Germany was this far away from recession. You remember the repo crisis? Or you remember the markets going way down in 2018 in December and Trump forcing that clown boy Powell, the Fed head, to lower interest rates? Things were going down before that. What they're not talking about, what's going on in Canada, is going on all over the world. They pumped in trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars of fake money backed by nothing and printed on nothing. You have a global debt of over $1 trillion. All this is going to do is nothing. It's going to increase inflation and the economy is going to keep going down. It's called dragflation. No, you cats. I'm not talking about that kind of drag, all right? Take it easy. Declining economic growth and rising inflation. Yep. Canada's unemployment rate has climbed to 6.5%. Heineken sales decline as drinkers cut back. U.S. drinkers cut back on spirits as cost of living pressures bite, one after another. Let's go back to the COVID war. Close down your businesses. Oh, but the liquor stores could stay open. You know why? They wanted people to get their minds off the shit. But the bigger thing is the motherfuckers, and to be equal, fatherfuckers, have such high tax rates on liquor. So these scumbag politicians who never work a day in their life and suck off the public tit could keep getting money while everything's locked down. That's why they kept the liquor stores open, because of the high taxes that they have to pay the government. But anyway, now it's all going down. It's over. The crash is coming. It's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. Volvo Volvo cars have sales growth outlook, Financial Times. Kering says profits will dive as Gucci brand falters. Read your Trends Journal. Week after week, we've been writing about the decline of luxury items. The why, the where, and the signal that it's bringing. The fish rots from the head down, all right? If you're losing it on the luxury top, you're losing it way down. Again, goes down to the booze drinking. Oh, and let's see. L'Oreal's third quarter numbers miss estimates on weaker demand. Yeah. And again, a lot of the weaker demand's from China because China was pumping up everything. But their 3 years of zero COVID policy, after they launched the war on January 2020, on their Chinese Lunar New Year, the year of the rat, they destroyed the lives and livelihoods of hundreds of millions of people. And the fact is, billions of people's lives and livelihoods have been destroyed as a result of the COVID war. So what else do we have here? September home sales dropped to the lowest levels since 2010. 2010, lowest level. Oh, that was during the Great Recession, wasn't it? I bought the three buildings I bought up here in Kingston on the most historic Four Corners. I bought them in 2012. It was still going down. It was way down in 2010. I'm telling you, the worst is yet to come. You better prepare and prevail to prosper. And we're doing everything we can with your Trends Journal. Nobody's giving you what we're giving you. Remember, the trend is your friend. And nobody else knows how to do it. Again, here are my books. Trend Tracking, far better than Megatrends, Time Magazine. Trends 2000, international bestseller. A weekly Trends Journal magazine. They don't teach it at Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Cambridge, Oxford. They don't know how to do it. And I'm telling you, I've been at this going on almost 45 years. I've never been so concerned about the future as I am now. And what else? Paris acquires stake in Sanofi unit for $16 billion deal. I'm mentioning this because week after week, we have bigs getting bigger. They own everything. All we are plantation workers of Slavelandia. This article just came out. New report adds to evidence that cell phone radiation may cause brain cancer. We've been writing about this for how long? Again, this guy from the University of California, Berkeley, if you're on a cell phone for 17 minutes a day for 10 years, your chances of getting a brain tumor only increase by 60%. And now all of this 5G radiation all around us. Again, they're killing us in 1,000 different ways. So you're worried about climate change? Grow the fuck up. And again, I don't carry a cell phone. My people, well, I'll text you. No, don't text me. I don't carry a cell phone. When I travel, I got an old flip phone so I could call the car to pick me up at the airport. That's it. You ask my staff, I haven't made maybe 15 calls in the whole year on this phone. I know the dangers of them. I worked for the cellular telecommunications industry back in the early 1990s when they had boxes in the backs of trunks with aerials. We did research for them, trends research, where things were going. I've been studying the radio frequency radiations of this kind of stuff since that time. And the guys aren't going to be able to get their pecker up anymore. That means, I'm too old for that now. It's destruction. Again, everybody's flipped out on their crappy stuff that they're addicted to. You go into a bar, people are on their phones rather than bullshitting and talking. Everywhere, walking down the street. Kids are all fucked up. Again, as I said, they got it wrong in the King James Bible when they said the meek shall inherit the earth. The geeks have inherited the earth. Gallant at IAF base. After we strike in Iran, world will understand all our training. That's some that's. Nope, excuse me, Times of Israel. Yep. Everyone who dreamed a year ago of beating us and attacking us paid a heavy price. A little fucking bully bullshit. Everyone? Or you mean tiny little Gaza? Little Lebanon, a country the size of Connecticut? Oh, you're a tough guy with those little guys. Yo, we're a tough. Look at the fucking bullshit spewing out his mouth. They got all the weapons from America. Gaza got nothing. Hezbollah has a little crap. Oh, we just send another $20 billion to them? You're beating the little guys. They're the bullies. They can't fight the big guys. No way, no how. Oh, and America's going to help them. Oh, that'll be great. Oh, you mean the America that hasn't won a war since World War II? Couldn't beat the Afghans, couldn't beat the Iraqis, couldn't beat the Vietnamese? Oh, yeah, but we're going to beat. Yeah, no, you're not. Israel Rights Group, BT B'Tselem, says Israel is carrying out ethnic cleansing campaign in northern Gaza. More than 770 Palestinians have been killed and more than 50,000 have been forcibly displaced since October 5th. That's just in northern Gaza. The magnitude of the crimes Israel is currently committing in northern Gaza Strip in its campaign to empty it of however many residents are left is impossible to describe, not just because hundreds of thousands of people enduring starvation, disease without access to medical care, and incessant bombardments and gunfire defies comprehension, but because Israel has cut them off from the world, the group said. And it goes on. Yep. 717 Palestinians have been killed in northern Gaza in last 19 days. Oh, but that doesn't count. That's all? And how many were killed? 74 over the last 24 hours? Killed in the rest of Palestine, the rest of Gaza? Yep. But this is the front page of the Wall Shit Journal. Attack on Turkish defense plant kills 4. 4? How many were killed in the last 24 hours? 74? They don't count. Not a word in the Wall Shit Journal about what I just read. Nothing. 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 I told my staff today we didn't get one trendworthy article out of the Wall Shit Journal or the Toilet Paper Record on Wednesday and Tuesday. And we got maybe 3 or 4 today. No data, no information, only prostitute.
That was bullshit.
That's all they sell. Little scumbag, gutless boys and girls. And what else do we have here? On the Israeli war, Blinken discusses mass extermination plan with Netanyahu, pledges ironclad commitment to Israel. This is an article in the World Socialist website. Reported by the Washington Post, U.S. officials told Netanyahu there is a perception that Israel is pursuing a strategy of isolating the North, telling people that if they don't leave, they're effectively targets and denying food to get in. Yep, Exactly what we said. And Blinken boy, the little arrogant little clown, promises to give Israel, quote, ironclad commitment to Israel's security. Over the past year, the United States has provided Israel with $17.9 billion in aid, including more than 14,000 2,000-pound bombs. Again, the facts are there. UN troop hit a dozen times. UN troops were hit by the IDF. This is a leaked report. This is from the Financial Times. And this is from Putin yesterday. The president said the country's adversaries underestimate its history, unity, and strength of Spirit West's belief it can defeat Russia. It's a mere illusion. Yep. According to Putin, the West, quote, unlawful unilateral sanctions and interference in the affairs of other countries under the pretense, quote, of concern for democracy and human rights are actively undermining regional and global strategic stability, as well as encouraging interstate strife. He's 100% correct. They just keep ramping up the war as our country is riding in front of us. G7 finalizes $50 billion Ukraine loan. And you know where they got the money? They stole the Russian assets. That's right. They stole Russian money and giving it to Ukraine. And the bullshit that they're spewing out is disgusting. UF finalizes extra $20 billion for Ukraine as part of G7 loan. You got it. This is serious. And the polls are now showing that Trump's ahead of Harris. And I know people are mad at me because I think Harris is going to beat Trump. And I still believe it. And again, can I be wrong? Of course, I'm a human being. But we'll see what happens, of course, in a couple of, 12, 13 days. But it could be a real wild card between now and Election Day. That was one of your covers of your Trends Journal. October surprise. False flag coming. You can see what's going on with the equity markets. And again, as we said from the very beginning, if the equity markets and the economy weaken, it's Trump. It's the economy, stupid. But right now, it's not at that point as we see it. But the reality of Israel's bombs away over Beirut, they're destroying the place. As we went on the air just now, they told the people in the whole region to leave. They're bombing buildings with our bombs. And where is the outrage? I'm heartbroken. Could you imagine being a Palestinian living in Gaza or the West Bank? Could you believe being a Lebanese or a person living in Lebanon and they're bombing it like crazy? Where's the outrage? Hey, Pope, what do you got, lockjaw? Oh, you're the Pope of dope that spewed out the crap that, election time is coming and we must vote? And you should vote for a lesser of two evils, or lesser of evils, he said. What kind of Christ do you believe in? What kind of Christ do you believe in? Christ wouldn't say vote for an evil. I guess you're evil. Yeah, maybe that's it, huh? Have any little boys or anything? What did you do? You're disgusting. All your religions that has lockjaw about the slaughter going on, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed of yourselves that you're not out there preaching peace on earth in the name of the God that you clowns all dressed up in your costumes claim to believe. As it says in the Bible, or not, Matthew says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5:9. Yep. Hellish are the warmongers, for they are children of Satan. Salenti, 1024. You better get out there and do something any way you can. And of course, please donate to Occupy Peace. We need real money. We only could go so far. You know, and if the billionaires gave $1 billion apiece, we'd have it tomorrow. But all they care about is themselves. And please don't forget to watch the video I did yesterday with Judge Andrew Napolitano. It's a great one. He's a real man of the Constitution and peace. And there are so few of us that are fighting for peace. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, subscribe to the Trends Journal and subscribe to this channel because they like to shadow ban me. Yep. Thanks a lot. See you soon.